Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian families collection. For today's video we're going to be setting up this lovely home here, which is Maple Manor with carport. In my village this is going to be home for the Osbourne bear family, who you can see just here. Taking a look at the 40th anniversary collection book, we can see that this set first came into the range in 2012, just up in the top right corner there. Some contemporary sets from the time, but that was the first time we saw it appear in the range. It came to the UK range shortly afterwards as well. There were some other editions of this house, but most notably in around about 2022 it received a re-release. It looks to be more or less the exact same house, but it has a blue roof colourway, and it came in a gift set, I think, with some furniture and a car. My challenge with this house was to try and use as much furniture as possible that is still current in the range and quite readily available. This is, I think, one of the more modern houses I have in my village in this kind of red and cream colourway. So I wanted to try and use the furniture that's usually marketed to go with the red roof homes. So we'll be using a lot of this furniture from around 2017 and 2018 that you can still get at the moment. So these kitchen items here, this dining room table, this living room set just there with the television, and then this bathroom, or these two bathroom sets from 2023, so the bath set and the toilet set. And then I was having a bit of trouble with the bedroom, so I've gone for this much older bed set from 2003, but you can still get this, at least on the Sylvanian Families website here in the UK, this is still available. And for the kind of children's bedroom, there's this bed and desk set, which you could easily substitute for the ones that I'm going to use, which are kind of slightly older versions of these. If we just move the Osbournes off to the side for the moment and have a look at the outside of the house itself. We're not going to be doing anything with the carport today. I'm just going to focus on the interior of the house rather than any of the exterior stuff. But this carport's quite a good size. It can fit pretty much all of the Sylvanian cars, I think. I usually keep the pink picnic wagon in here. It then comes with these two separate pieces, which are grass, as you can see on this side, and flooring to extend the house on the other side, which we'll take a look at inside or once we open up the house. You can see it's quite nice. It's got this kind of white detailing all the way around it, these little brick railing pieces. There's this grassy area on top that you could definitely decorate to be a nice kind of garden outdoor space. And this nice kind of tiling bit for where the car is parked underneath. Then also has these little slopes to roll the car out. So let's pop that to one side. And focusing on the house itself, you can see these are the doors that when it's opened out would kind of connect onto the carport, or they can just be some nice kind of patio doors out onto an outside area. There's an open door up here onto this balcony. Nice white shutter detailing on here. There's some little skylights in the roof just round this side. If I turn it this way, you can see it's lovely red roof, which is quite synonymous with Sylvanian homes. These nice windows, almost like skylights. Lots of windows, not super detailed, but it is this nice wood effect slatting all down the sides that you might be quite familiar with these kind of houses. The back side is completely flat, and you can see the hinge for how the house opens out. More windows again with these nice shutter designs. There's some beam designs up here as well. Some nice brick over here, but again, not painted. Chimney as well that's built in, which I do love. This side is an interesting shape, so we've got more slatting and a couple more lovely windows, but then the front door is kind of on this nice angle. So more windows here, and then the nice front door with a little porch cover. Little gold handle on the front door into the house. I really like the front facade when this is closed up. I think it's quite neat and tidy. But then let's open it up and take a look at the inside. So you can see it just opens up on that back hinge there to be kind of completely flat, or you could have it more at an angle like this. So if you were having it like this, you can put the extra floor pieces in like so to extend it a bit like some of the other houses in this range, having it kind of in this corner position like so, or you can have it completely flat back and have the two extra pieces like this just to extend those two downstairs rooms. And I think this is how we're going to decorate it today. So you can see there's spaces for lights here, and they are also here and here in the downstairs rooms. If I tip it back, you might be able to see that a little bit better. But essentially 4 rooms inside and then 2 room extenders, which I guess you could either count as separate rooms or have them as 2 extended rooms and 2 rooms upstairs. There is different flooring inside, so this is like a nice wood flooring. This is kind of more like a parquet where the wood is going either way in a kind of tile fashion. And then this is a kind of tiled floor. So my thinking is this will be a bathroom, this will be a bedroom for both the parents and the children, which is going to be a bit of a tight squeeze, as you'll see. Kitchen and extended kitchen, and living room with the dining room kind of in there as well, extended. The set does also come with stairs, so that is just here. You can see it's got this nice doorway in it. I think you're supposed to position it in this kind of position or this kind of position, so that the stairs kind of join to each room, but there's still a doorway through into the rooms behind. I do like this as far as Sylvanian stairs go. It's nicely detailed. You've got the nice banister and everything, and I like that they've thought about how to get into both upstairs rooms. However, the problem is, of course, it really does block the rooms behind it, so we're going to forego this today and just put it off to the side. It is hollow on the back side as well, so you could decorate that with like putting stuff under the stairs, which I think is pretty cool. But for the sake of the video and being able to see the downstairs rooms, we'll just leave it out for today. So I think that's everything I wanted to say about the house. So let's move in and start work on the kitchen. Just got this 2024 catalogue here to show you what I'm doing with, or the set names with their English names. So this is the kitchen play set, comes with these 2 items and this fridge. So that's the first one I'm going to use. So this is the kitchen, or the cooker, sorry, this is the cooker bit. Has this opening oven down here, some nice details on it. I like the gold handle. Comes with a saucepan, a frying pan and some utensils back here. And then it also has this kind of fan piece built into the hood, like an extractor fan. This is again a house with lots and lots of windows, so we're not going to be able to not block all of them and use this furniture, but I'm thinking that'll go on the back wall just here, and unfortunately it will block that window. We then have the second unit from that set, which comes with the sink. I like this. This is like a nice cottage style sink. Again, it has a piece down here which you can open out like a storage drawer, and then you can see the pipe work in there as well. It's got a little space for a chopping board, a little kitchen knife, and then some glasses and bowls and things, and maybe some little condiments or spices in here. These are the same moulds as the dark wood furniture, which I absolutely love, but just in this kind of brighter, slightly more, I think, modern looking colourway, and it really fits with the kind of cream of this house. Then the last bit that set comes with is this lovely double refrigerator and freezer. It's got these cute stickers on the front of it, like you would, well, I know I definitely have notes all over my fridge. These doors both open up and you can see the accessories it comes with: some eggs, water, milk, butter, yogurt, cheese. Lots of things that you would of course typically find in a fridge, except eggs. We don't tend to put eggs in the fridge here in the UK. There's a little ice drawer here with a scoop and some ice cubes. There's a little veg drawer here with some fresh vegetables in there. And then down at the bottom there's a freezer with some ice creams in there. These look particularly delicious, these waffle cones. There's also some sandwiches and some kind of fruity lollipops. And I'm thinking that will kind of go here, or maybe over here, but if it's over there, it probably looks better over there, but it does then block all of the windows in the kitchen, which is unhelpful. So let's pop it there for now and see how we go with the rest of the furniture. The next item I couldn't find in the catalogue, but it is, I believe, called the microwave and cabinet, and you can see it matches the colourway of the rest of the furniture. It's got these little storage drawers under here with these glass panelling with some little embossing on, little flower handles which are really cute. And then it comes with this microwave. You can turn the little dial here. It's got some buttons on it. They don't press or anything, but it looks pretty realistic to a microwave. Of course, you can open it out and there's a little microwave. Looks like maybe a pie or something in there, and also this little baking tray that you can put at the various different levels, which sits nicely on there. This one I think I am going to put over here, and it does block the window, but not the complete way. But it is unfortunate that these houses are kind of designed, or the furniture designed to go in these houses does end up blocking all the windows. Then the next set that we'll be using is this one just here, this kitchen island, which again you can see it shows all the other furniture going with this. So that's just here, and this one also comes with lots of nice accessories. It's got some detail on it. You can see it's the same colour as the rest of the kitchen pieces. There's some storage at the back here and another sink. If one sink wasn't enough, another sink. It also comes with all the pieces and accessories on the top, which are perfect for making waffles in this lovely little waffle maker. I particularly like this little bowl with the eggs in. I think that's a very cute accessory, as well as this stand mixer. And what I'm going to do is pop that here, so we're slightly extending out of the room, because if it's in here it just becomes way too crowded, it feels like, and you can't really get in the door or move around the kitchen. So I think it just helps to have this extra floor piece and just bring this out very slightly so you can kind of get around it and still also move around in the main kitchen. And that's kind of the kitchen done. I'm purposely not adding any extra accessories, any other sets. I just want to use these sets that are very readily available. As I'm quite conscious on the channel, we talk a lot about the vintage stuff and the discontinued stuff, but I don't think I've really done a video focusing on the stuff that you definitely can still get quite easily. So I really want that to be the focus of this video. So let's move over to the living room. So this is going to be a living room back here with a dining room combined. And the sets I'm going to be using for this one are this comfy living room set, which you can see just here, and also this dining room set, which you can see here comes with this table, as well as this unit here as well with a little microwave oven. Starting with the comfy living room set, you can see there's a lovely television that comes with this set, really ornate cabinet. But I like the way you can kind of take it apart. So you could have this bit as a unit just on its own, which is nice and low. And you could decorate the top here. It's got all these little opening cupboards with quite a bit of detail on them. Little flower handles again, but this time in a nice gold colourway. You then have the top bit, which has the television, but the television does push out. So you could have the TV kind of its own little thing there and use this as maybe a shelving unit. Have it on top of here and have a slightly bigger shelving unit. The television has little scenes that you can put on the television. So I've chosen this apple orchard one because I love apple trees for my village. But there's also some other ones in here as well. Nice beach scene. And then some of the villagers just doing their own things. But I'm going to keep it on the apple scene because I just really love this image. I think it's so cute. Them all in the little orchard, and this piece holds all of them, so you don't have to worry about losing them. You just put them behind and have the one you want on the television. Some nice dials on here as well. Just really like this television piece. It has a very kind of retro ornate feel to it. Also comes with some little knickknacks to go on the top, a picture frame and some little kind of trinkety boxes. So I'm thinking for this one, it's going to need to go kind of in, oops, lost the picture frame, in the kind of back corner, like over here. And again, this nice wood colour just fits really well with these very cream walls. We then get a sofa and 2 armchairs. These have reversible, or not reversible, but changeable fabric. So you can either have this colourway, which is like this very creamy, pretty floral design, or there's this green diamondy pattern. I've completely forgotten the word for this kind of pattern, but these are an option as well. I'm going to stick with the cream because I think they go quite well with the cream on the walls. These are nice and ornate, nice detailing all the way around them. These moulds are also the same as the dark wood furniture, just in this nice lighter colourway. So I think we're going to go with maybe the sofa over here, so we're not completely blocking those doors out to the carport, but you can still see the TV. And then maybe the other two go here like this. So everyone's got a nice view of the television. There's then finally a coffee table with a little mug on there, as well as this Home Interiors magazine. I'm going to move this chair and pop that just in the space there in front of kind of all the chairs, so everyone can kind of reach that to pop their drinks on it. Then the dining room set. So first up, I'm going to pop the cabinet in. This again matches with the kitchen stuff. There's a nice little kind of tea or coffee set on here, and this little microwave, kind of warmer toaster oven with some sweet treats in there. And I think I'm going to pop that just kind of there to hide that external wall so it looks a little bit less jarring. Then we have table and chairs. So here is the table, nice ornate on the top. And some nice detailing on the legs as well. And the chairs, they have this cute little leaf design on the top. Nice amount of detail on those. You get 4 chairs for the kind of family members, and then also a chair for the babies as well, a high chair that can sit just on the end so they can sit at the table with everyone else. And that's kind of what I'm thinking for the living room / dining room. Just around the corner there is those doors that would connect out to the carport. So I want to make sure those are kept clear. But now let's move to the upstairs. So first up we have this room on the left. This is the one that's above the kitchen, and you can see a bit better now what I mean about that kind of tile effect floor, which is what makes me think I want to use this one as the bathroom. There are a lot of windows for a bathroom though, so we will be blocking some of those up with the pieces. The sets we'll be using here are this bath and shower set and this toilet set. I think they are marketed to kind of go together. Let's start with getting the biggest piece in, which is this tile floor. You can see it's kind of almost meant to be like a wet room. There's a drain moulded in, and then there's these little corner pieces as well, which the shower can clip onto. So the shower is freestanding. You don't need to use those corner pieces, but it does give it some stability. There's a tap on here as well as a shower head, which you can remove and kind of use, and then pop back. I'm going to go with this one in the corner just here, and then I'm going to pop this into this corner like so. But before I do that, I'm going to pop these shower curtains in to block up that window. These are quite nicely detailed. They've kind of got this cute bubble design on. I like the stripes. And you can kind of open them and close them. I'm going to have them closed for the purpose of the video. They're on this kind of frame that looks like this. There's some seashell details on the top there. I'm going to pop this in here to just block up that window, so can't look in when someone's having a bath or a shower, but you could open them as well when you're kind of done. Then here's the bathtub. It's a clawfoot tub, which is very fancy. Like the little gold details on the clawfoots, and then there's the bath itself. I'm going to kind of pop that one in like so you can get the water in from the shower, but also from the tap. I think ideally it would be that way round in order to be able to use the tap on the shower without it kind of going everywhere, but that doesn't look the most aesthetically pleasing, so I am going to put it this way round and just pretend that that tap fits in. There's then also this little basket of kind of towel and bath goods. So this is a little soap guard to keep soap out of little one's eyes. We've got a towel and a sponge in this lovely kind of wicker basket. I'm going to put down here by the side of the bath, as I feel that that's kind of stuff you'd want within easy reach. The final part this set comes with is this little shelving unit with some accessories on it. So we've got kind of shampoo or conditioner, bubble bath kind of things. This cute little dolphin bath toy, and also this soap, bar soap, which is moulded into this lovely seashell soap dish. I really love that. I think that's a nice little accessory there. And I'm going to pop that in this little space back here, so it's kind of near the bath but not blocking the way. Then adding the toilet set, there's this nice sink and mirror piece with the toilet roll holder here. You can kind of flip this bit up, but you can also pull on the toilet paper. There's a little mechanism in there which kind of flips around to let you do that. But I think that's cute, nice attention to detail that you can do that. I'm going to pop that one here so it's kind of blocking up that other window so you're not able to see someone in the bath, but there can still be a little bit of light coming through there. We then also have this piece, which is to go on the toilet for little ones, kind of like a potty, make it a bit easier for them to use. There's a special hook for that to hang up there when it's not in use. Also a bottle of toilet cleaner, which will probably just pop by the sink so that they've got it to hand should they need, or when they need to clean the toilet. We then have the toilet itself. This is quite a wide set toilet. Usually the system would be kind of here on Sylvanian toilets, so it's interesting that it's got that kind of wider footprint, but I think it's to hide the mechanism. So some nice detail on the top there. Then you can lift up the seats like you would on a real toilet. Detail under there looks just like a toilet seat as well. But the cool thing about this one is you can pull the chain and it's like the water is flushing away, which is a nice attention to detail. That one is going to go there, and I hope nobody's looking in. This could really do with like a little curtain. Hope no one's looking in to watch you use the toilet. There's then also this to go around the toilet, little rug. Some nice flower details on that just matches the colours. And finally a little toilet brush and holder for cleaning the toilet, which I'm just going to put next to it there like so. And that's how I'm kind of thinking the bathroom will be set up. I don't usually put bathrooms in my Sylvanian houses because space is always at a premium, but I thought that since this is already pre-tiled and I really do like this bathroom set and wanted to put it in a house, this one seemed like the perfect candidate. And now let's go on to the room that I had the most trouble with. So this is the room on the right hand side that's above the living dining room. This I'm going to make into a bedroom for hopefully everyone, which is a bit of a challenge as you'll see. Starting off with the parents, I'm going for this semi-double bed. I think I mentioned this is quite an old set that's just carried on in the range. They don't seem to have given us a kind of new version of this parents' bed set. So you can see it's in a slightly darker wood to the rest of the house. It's also sitting alongside some of these other older sets like that 3-piece suite. So first up is the bed piece. It comes with the duvet, the pillow and the little squishy mattress. I do like the colours on the duvet. They at least tie into the house with the red for kind of the roof and the cream again. I'm going to pop this one on this side and it has to be kind of right up against the wall to try and fit everything else in. It also comes with a couple of little books which I'll pop on the bed like Mum and Dad have been reading them, or that's their kind of bedtime reading. And then the other piece that this set comes with is the bedside table with lamp, a little kind of potpourri pot or maybe some makeup or something, and the little alarm clock. This does have a pull-out drawer, but I'm not going to pull it out because everything will probably go flying. There's also space for those books in that little underneath shelf bit. Everything just really wants to go flying today. But there's that bit, and then that's kind of what I'm deeming the parents' kind of half of the bedroom. Then for the brother and sister, I'm going with this desk from the Chocolate Rabbit sister set. This is kind of the at-home series. You can see it with the rest of the family. I'm going for this one. And then also a set of bunk beds that is slightly older now. However, this children's bedroom set here would give the kind of exact same effect. And the bunk beds are the newer version of the ones I'm going to pop in. So let's start with the desk. It has lots of nice accessories on it. This glow, pencil pot, tissues, a little calendar and some books and a pencil sharpener. And I'm going to pop that into the space next to this door here, which I'm trying not to block up. There's then a little under unit with some more drawers for storage. And then a little chair with this nice bright red backpack. This is perfect for doing homework at and things like that. So I thought that just nicely filled in that back wall space. Then the bunk beds, as I mentioned, these are just a slightly older one of the version in the book. They do come apart as you would expect. You could have them as separate beds or bunk beds. They're going to need to be bunk beds to fit in here. And I'm thinking those will go there. So kind of this half is for the parents, this half is for the children, and you can still get out onto that little balcony. Now realistically that's probably where we should leave it, but I really wanted to fit in somewhere for Jason. So in the book for babies, there's this Chocolate Rabbit baby set with a cute little cot. And there's also this triple bunk bed set, which is the new version of the triple bunk beds, and this crib with mobile as well. I didn't want to buy something specifically for this just because the space is so tiny. So I've just grabbed one of the old style triple bunk beds. If you remember these, you're probably quite familiar with them. They were around for a very long time. White with blue, white with yellow, and white with pink in a little 3-stack. And this just about fits in this little space here to be a bed for Jason. But realistically, it's just kind of too crowded. So instead, I've stolen the little blanket and put it into one of these. If you remember these, I don't think they tend to do these so much anymore. But these are the little cribs that used to come with the standing baby figures. And they're on a little rocker as well. Not the most elaborate bed for poor baby. But he is getting a blanket, so not the end of the world. But it does just fit much better in that space. And gives us a little place for every member of the family. Mum, dad, sister, brother, and little baby. Just taking you off the tripod now to have a closer look at all the furniture we put in and get kind of some other angles on the rooms. Overall, I'm more impressed than I thought I would be with this newer furniture. I tend to be quite stuck in my ways of really liking the Flair era furniture and thinking that that's kind of the best and that the newer stuff is less detailed and stuff. But I think this has really kind of proved me to rethink that a little bit, because there's definitely some really nice details on this furniture. Definitely looks very Sylvanian, definitely looks lovely altogether in a house, especially in a house that kind of matches the aesthetic of the furniture. Even the newest bathroom sets, whilst the colours are probably not what I would immediately choose, I do actually think it looks really nice when it's in the house and all together. I like the cute little play features as well. Would I choose these particular furniture sets over Flair era ones if I had to pick one or the other? I probably would still choose the Flair era ones. They tend to come with more accessories and I like the designs maybe a little bit better. But I definitely don't think these are bad by any means, and they are very readily available, which is always nice. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm always very interested to hear what you all have to say. Let's go ahead and put the Osbourne family in so we can see them enjoying their new home, and then that will take us to the end of the video. So we've got Mum Carol and son Aidan in the kitchen. Carol is making waffles and Aidan is eating them faster than she can keep up. We've then got the father, Arthur. He's in the living dining room. He's just finished baking some sweet treats in the little toaster oven and he's about to settle down and watch the TV. Upstairs we've got baby Jason. He's just woken up from a nap, but he's still all snuggly in his blanket. And finally, in the bathroom, we have Ava, and she's just washing her paws. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at these more modern furniture sets with me. Let me know in the comments what you think of them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.